Camera's on. Keep it that way. Alright, people. This isn't a normal game, video, whatever. This is real life, in the real stuff. The case I'm going to be talking about is the Phoebe Prince case. Now, in case y'all don't know, this young girl, 17 years old, 16, 17, whatever, teenager, who committed suicide because there was 5 people bullying her in school. And what I mean by bullying her, I mean throwing her down, throwing stuff at her, just intimidating her, stalking her, this and that. Now, listen, I ain't really want to speak on this subject because I did my fair share of bullying in a day. So, I mean, I'm guilty of it. But I've never done it to this extent where I pushed anyone down to this and that. Mine was basically out of joking style, this and that, trying to be funny, this and that. But it was wrong, and I understand that now. But here's my problem with this whole case here. This girl's dead, my heart goes out to her family, mother and father. Because I'll tell you right now, the judicial system in this country is totally fucked up. You got 5 people out there. Couple of them were on Facebook after she hung herself, saying they're glad the bitch hung herself, this and that. And yet all they get is probation for their acts. This heinous crime that they committed. Now, I'm not saying they should be punished and put in jail for life. But we had Wesley Snipes in jail for 3 years for tax evasion. When he paid the money back, he didn't know it was a mix-up, this and that. Is he a danger to society? Did he cause anyone to die? These 5 punk-ass kids now, who showed no remorse until they were looking at the face possibility of spending time in prison. They got all scared and said, oh, I feel so bad, isn't that? Are sitting there on probation after a couple of them went on Facebook and said, I'm glad the bitch is dead. Right after it happened. Because our judicial system is bullshit. Let me tell these kids this right now. Let me explain something to you. You are lucky that that is not my daughter. Because if it was, you're going to wish you were in prison. Believe me when I tell you. There are people like me around every corner in this world that you don't want to fuck with. I'm not the one. You're lucky that these people aren't like me. Because I tell you what, if someone did that to my daughter and they got probation, Lord help them. Because I'm not gonna accept that. It is bullshit, this U.S. judicial system we have here. That these kids are walking around in society now on probation after they caused the death, maliciously humiliating this girl, picking on her, bullying her. Like I say, I'm guilty of this shit. But I didn't do it to that extent. Your actions have a reaction. You got to think about this, kids. So, what I would have done with these kids is I would have put them all in jail for 60 days, not 30, 60 days. No chance for early release, nothing. You see, you have to make an example out of somebody in society. That's why all this crime goes around in the United States of America, because people know they can get off with a slap on the fucking wrist. That's what it is. And we need to stop that. Now this poor girl's dead because she couldn't take it emotionally, this and that. She was being picked on. And these idiots are out there in the street. And listen to this. They are not allowed to profit from this until their probation's up. Which means, as soon as their probation's up, they're going to write a book out of it and say, oh, we feel so bad about this, to make money. Bullshit! They should never be allowed to profit from this. And if they try to profit from this, they should be put in jail for 10 years. Now, I don't know who the judge was, whatever, this and that, or the prosecutor, whoever struck this plea deal, whatever, to give these kids probation. It's bullshit. And you know it. They should have been in jail for 60 days. Girl's dead now. And why I'm making this video is because I see a lot of bullying going on in the world, on the internet, this and that. Like I said, I'm guilty of it. Never to that extent. I ain't proud of it. Long time ago. Long time ago. To the kids out there in school that watch these videos, your actions have a reaction. And I know these kids probably didn't think she was going to kill herself, but guess what? She did. She did. And like I said, my heart goes out to her family. I mean, really. Them kids are lucky that that wasn't my daughter. But I'm telling you, your actions have a reaction. And you need to think about that. Because you might be picking on someone in school, whatever. And then they might go out and do this. And then you might get charged and you might have a judge like me that says, you know what? Fuck this. You're going to jail for 6 months. And you ain't going to like that. Especially the kid going on there and saying, I'm glad the bitch hung herself. But, you know, hey, he's remorseful. That was just a statement he made. But, you know, he's remorseful. Get the fuck out of here. So, and I know people are going to sit there and say, why am I talking about this? Because I've just seen it on the news. And I seen it a couple months ago. But I seen it on the news, I'm thinking, I was waiting for them to go to jail. I thought they should go to jail. And they got off. And I'm like, this country, this judicial system sucks. Wesley Snipes in jail. Yeah, I'm really worried about Wesley Snipes coming to my house and attacking me or my children. I don't have no children, but I'm really worried about him doing something to harm me or someone out there in society. But these kids here, come on, man. Talking about they glad the bitch hung herself. You ain't worried about that dude flipping out somewhere in society? But you're worried about Wesley Snipes, so you put him in jail for 2 years for tax evasion because his accountants, whatever, fucked him. An eye for an eye in this country. We need someone to fucking start judicial laws in this country better to stop bullshit like this happening in society. When I got Wesley Snipes in jail and I got, as far as I'm concerned, 5 murders. In my opinion, they're 5 murders. I ain't saying they killed her, but their actions provoke a response from her. Now, a lot of people, should she have killed herself? No. She should have went and got help, but she probably didn't know there was help out there. So just kids out there, think. When you're starting to pick on someone, think. You know what? I can say I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. And I feel bad about it. But I was young. And that's why I'm saying you're young right now. Think about your actions. Because it could be a reaction. And it could impact your life for the rest of your life. Therefore, on the internet now, I know it's all fun and games on here. We can mess with each other on here because you know what? It's the internet. But in the real, think about it. Because you never know. There might be a parent out there that's even more fucked up than me. And he might not wait for that judge to even sentence you. He might come after you himself. Because I know, me personally, I didn't even get into it. Shut it off. No.